Okay, so everybody, welcome to our July team call. So today is going to be extra short and sweet, but I want to start with some wins from you guys. If you have anything that you want to share, even if you've already shared in the group, we want to hear it again, of things that have gone well. Wendy, I know you have a win that you didn't even share because you didn't even think it was a win. So you go first.
Okay. So Amy told me this was a win, so I'm gonna go with that. The win. It was so this last week I had an oils open house. So it was for it was kind of just to love on my people that have just recently got oils, who have gotten like the top 10 oils, and I wanted to give them some ideas of how to do that and different diffuser blends that they could use with it, different roller balls that they could make. We did food, and then just had all of the other oils out so that people could see what it was that so that everyone could see just some different ideas of things to do. But I was really specific about making sure that everything for the open house was just for the top 10 oils. So I really didn't bring anything different out until I just had one extra roller ball that they could make that had 2 oils that weren't in the top 10. And I had 5 people show up, which is good, but yeah, I had 3 that didn't show that said they would, and 1 that called and said that they got a puppy, so she wouldn't be there.
It's like biblical, like a cow.
Yeah. So
5 people for summertime is a really good turnout. I'm just going to say that. And if anybody on this call now or watching the recording has questions or like wants to know absolutely everything you can do with the 10 oils that come, the top 10 oils, Wendy's got it. She knows every single thing, like every single thing you could make with those 10 oils. So ask her, because that's a really good way to support your people. To some people, that's really meaningful to be like, once you get your oils, we're going to sit down and we're going to make 6 roller bottles for your baby or for your children or whatever. So that's awesome, Wendy. I think it's a win. Don't you guys think it's a win?
Totally a win.
Oh my gosh. Okay, somebody else. I want to hear somebody else's win. Nothing.
I don't know. From the last month?
Yeah. I mean, you guys have been,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something super specific.
How about being full-time doTERRA?
That was a big
That's a huge win. That's a huge win.
Yeah, that's been really fun. It's been like trying to reconfigure hours and stuff and working that out, but I feel like it's been really good to have more time for it.
Yeah, it's a big adjustment. Miss Nikki, anything come to mind for you? You're just like a boss down there in Appleton. What up?
Totally is. Whatever. Nikki is making soap left and right like it's her job, like all of these cool things. She just whips them up.
Nikki, I want to be like Nikki when I grow up. She's super talented and she just does whatever she wants.
She totally does.
How come I've never met you, Nikki?
Oh, she's
okay. Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I got bored after, no more wedding planning. So yeah, I started making soap. What else am I going to do with my life? I don't know.
It makes perfect sense.
Do you ever make like those bath bombs?
I haven't, but
I'm only asking because that's like the big thing right now. All of the like from 5th grade through middle school are like, we gotta get fizzy bath bombs, and I'm thinking we have got to be able to make that with doTERRA oils.
Oh yeah, there's definitely recipes out there. It doesn't look like it's really that hard.
Yeah. a win for next month. Okay, so perfect. So now I'm going to share just a little bit about where our team has gone since the month of June and what that looked like. So we have 30 new members on our team. So 30 new people experiencing amazing oils. Our top enroller was Laura Whipperman with 5 enrollments. And I think it's super awesome. And you know what, guys? Laura Whipperman has worked so hard at implementing Emerge type, what we've been doing, implementing the launch stuff. And she, I wish she was on, she's en route to Canada. So I think maybe next month we should hear from her a little bit about how she did that and what that looked like. She's done a really good job. You all are doing a good job, but that was awesome for Laura Whipperman. So the following people had 3 enrollments: Heather Wehrman, Cynthia Mendez, Laura Jaramillo, and Kellen Jackson. And you're also going to get to hear from Kellen next month. So Kellen got her own kit in early June, and she had 3 of her first sales conversations and 3 kits. And she is, what's great about Kellen is that she was like, yep, I'll do the outline and this is what I'm going to do. And she's done it and it's worked really well for her. So I think that's encouraging. And then the following people had 1 enrollment: Emily Rashid, Mallory Allen, who has a new little baby boy, whoop whoop, Jamie Shove, Kate Burns, Sarah McCord, Karen Shamian, Marla Hill, and Rachel Hagan. There was a couple of those people who those were their very first enrollments. So that's super exciting too. And we had 1 rank advancement. Cynthia Mendez is a director now, so that's 1,000 overall volume. You guys are really.
I'm sorry. I just asked him if he wanted to be here and say,
That's okay. He's doing his thing.
Trying to be kind.
Pick some lettuce in my garden.
Okay, Gary's gonna go pick lettuce in his garden, and now we're gonna hear from Em. I asked Em to share a little bit about what's on her heart, what she's been thinking about with all the doTERRA stuff going on lately, and what she's learning. So I'm gonna hand it over to her so we can hear from Emily.
Well, it's just brief, but something that actually just came up yesterday. James's family my husband's family threw me this really sweet shower, and his aunt shared something that a few months ago, my husband and I were passing through Iowa, and we stopped to see his grandparents, and his grandma wasn't doing very well and was in the hospital. And so when we stopped to visit them, as I was talking to his grandpa and then later his grandma, I put some oils on them, and I put Balance and lavender on both of them, and just like rubbed their hands and did like a mini aroma touch hand massage as I was talking to them. And it's always like a little bit of a risk, like you don't want to come across like a weirdo, but I just felt like, no, I think this will be a good thing. So James's aunt shared with me just yesterday that James's grandpa talks very consistently about how that was like super, super touching to him to see someone touch his wife just like as a person and not as like a patient. And that I have just been thinking about that since she said that. I think it's really easy to like put our oils on the shelf and like on our bedside and use them, and they're great, but like we really have this incredible tool to love people super well and to serve people well, and these oils are really like such a blessing to people if we choose to use them in that way. And so that was a good reminder for me, like people are hurting like physically and emotionally, and just a touch like sometimes really means a lot. Or like whether it's a new mom or a sick child or a sick coworker or a like whatever, like everyone has a need for one of these oils, and we have like an incredible tool to care for people. So I guess what's been on my heart is that like to use your oils and care for people, because we all have people that we love and care for and want to help in some capacity. And so I feel like the oils are a beautiful way to do that, and it's an easy thing to forget. So use your oils to care for people is what's been on my heart.
Thanks, Em. You're right. I pretty much just use them on myself. I'm a terrible person.
Which is great.
I know what you're saying, though, so thank you. And only you would whip out Balance and lavender and rub it on somebody's hands, and it would be.
I was like, this could go either way.
On my hand. No, I love that about you. I love it. So thank you, Em. And then, like I said, next month we'll get to hear, I think, from Laura Whipperman and Kellen a little bit more. But I'm hoping to be able to hear from different people because I think it's really nice to peer into somebody else's brain besides this mess. And then I just wanted to wrap up by talking about some of the promotions that are going on this month and some different ideas of like reaching out to new people, caring for current people. So first, the Empowered Life series this month, it's July 12th and 13th, and it's about digestive health and detoxing. So there's going to be a registered dietitian that's speaking, but also some other really great like gut health people. So that's like everybody. So, reach out to your current people and be like, hey, I think you would really like this. This is why I think it would be meaningful to you. You could reach out to new people and be like, what, I'm learning about gut health and oils and like what you can do, and like start the conversation. And then usually what I do is set up an appointment. I think it's like a good thing to be talking about with people. The 5 milliliter bottle of Breathe is the product of the month. So with your 125 PV order, I think that, maybe you have a customer that really loves their Breathe. Like that's why they fell in love with their oils. And I would just be like, hey, I know Breathe is a favorite product of yours, and I wanted to let you know you can get it free this month. We could connect. You wouldn't have to, I'd show you how that works or what your options are. You wouldn't have to buy anything. It wouldn't take that long, and I'd love to buy you a coffee. But like connect with your people, care for them in that way. The Mud Mask is the 10% off product. And like, as most of our customers are women, and I think that's something we all put off is self-care. So how about being like, hey, I know there's a lot going on in your life. This mud mask, it's an amazing mud mask. Even if like you then like once a month take like 5 minutes to read your Living magazine and put your mud mask on, then like let that be let that be your self-care. And I think it's really important to like use this as a tool for caring for people and saying, remember to take care of yourself. Remember to invest in your own self. And the last thing I want to say is the Summer Living mag is out, and it's awesome. And it's got all sorts of really great articles. They've got one on a wedding planning guide. So I would, again, use this to reach out to your current customers. Hey, did you see blank article or this? Like if you look through this, you're going to be thinking of people that that are already on your team, and give them a heads up. Say, it made me think of you. I'd love to connect and help you with your oils or whatever. Maybe you're not connecting, but just say, hey, this made me think of you. And then again, reaching out for setting appointments. Like, I think you could easily, anyway, I would be like, what would I say? I would say to somebody who's maybe, working on putting on a wedding or just did it, I don't know, whatever it is, I'm learning about using oils for blank, for wedding planning, for yard care, for plant care, for cooking in the summer. And it made me think of you. Have you even thought about using oils for that? Or did you know that you could use oils for that? Just start the conversation. But I think it's really hard to look through this and not think of people in your life that come to mind. So those are my tips for you with using the different promotions going on. And really that's it for tonight. I know it's like a holiday weekend. I appreciate you guys being on. We'll do this in early August again. And I will put up the recording, but I think you're all great. I think you're all doing a really great job. I love that we're all doing this in our own way, but also like with the same purpose too. So I think that's really meaningful. So you guys are awesome. And that's it.
Thanks, Anne.